On the 9th of February, 1874, Amy Lowell was born to a well-to-do family in a charming New England town, Brookline, Massachusetts. From her birth, she was surrounded by her well-educated siblings, one of which would become Harvard University's president. Throughout her childhood, she attended both private schooling and private tutoring in both her hometown of Boston, but also in various European countries. From the very beginning of her somewhat aristocratically influenced childhood, Lowell was encouraged to pursue writing. Amy, at the age of 13, wrote her first collection of poems and stories with her mother and sister, titled Dream Drops of Stories from Fairyland by a Dreamer. Her poem within the book, titled Fixed Idea, a poem about an idea that can kindle many deeper and greater thoughts, was published by Atlantic Monthly, a prestigious Boston magazine that continues to publish today. By 1912, she had had her first collection published by Houghton Mifflin, another publisher that continues its trade today. Amy Lowell was inspired by the Imagist movement in America, which consisted of American and English poets in the 20th century who drafted in free verse, but created concise and clear visuals through figurative language. She claimed that concentration is of the very essence of poetry, and she aimed to produce poetry that is hard and clear, never blurred nor indefinite. Lowell is attributed with the pioneering of polyphonic prose, a hard concept to pronounce and equally hard to commandeer. Polyphonic prose consists of intertwining formal verse and free verse. Lowell also worked as a promoter of many larger Imagist movements, including that led by Ezra Pound, whom she greatly admired. He criticized her passion for the Imagist movement, claiming she was merely the Amygist movement, and that she was only a rich woman who was able to financially assist the publication of Imagist poetry. She defended her actions, claiming that Imagism was weak before she had attended to it, and it was Pound's actions that had caused the decline of the movement. By her death in 1925, Amy Lowell had published nearly 20 pieces of work, including poetry, books, and prose. She was said to be lesbian, and throughout her legacy, there were spouts of rumors linking her to various women in Hollywood, including actress Ada Dwyer. She had never married by the time she died, at the young age of 51. The year after she passed away, she was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry for her piece, What's a Clock? She was often criticized for her wealthy background and being overweight, but her fans defended her to no end, claiming she was upon the surface of things a Lowell, a New Englander, and a spinster. But inside, everything was molten like the core of the earth. Given 1 gram of emotion, Amy Lowell would have burst into flame and been consumed to cinders. One of her most beautiful poems was equally short and is titled Decade. It is as follows. When you came, you were like red wine and honey, and the taste of you burnt my mouth with its sweetness. Now you are like morning bread, smooth and pleasant. I hardly taste you at all, for I know your savor, but I am completely nourished.